It is Altera time. Ah, what could happen? Things are gonna happen, I'm sure. I'm still recovering from the stream this morning. They had to throw so much at us, making me think hard about who I want to wail for. Either Summer Castoria, who might power creep Summer Ibuki, or go for Melu, who just fucking actually throws hands. Love the fact that she just throws hands. Anyways, we're not here for Fate Go today. We're here for this game, Fate Extella. Last time we see this title screen, no more Blue Hakuno. We're done with arts. We're now gonna be quick. Saber, Dawn arc. Back to level 1. Compendium, Dawn. Let's review the facts, the scholar said to me. Earth scientists have hypothesized so-called parallel worlds, other versions of Earth and its surroundings, expanding indefinitely like mirrored reflections. If true, that would mean that Earth has not only one future, but many. In other words, Earth has a lot of belts. That's what they're saying. Some of those become lost. I know, right? Imagine if I actually lost all those belts. Think of it like this. The you that you are aware of exists somewhere upon this timeline. Might sound unreal. Humans aren't equipped to perceive, let alone traverse the wall between worlds. But what if I put it another way? Think of these parallel worlds as other possibilities. Like one where everyone's a furry. Or one where China takes over the world. Imagine what might have been in your life. Think of the connections that were cut off and thrown away. Options you see now, in retrospect, that you would never have considered at the time. Picture how your life today might be different had those what-ifs come to pass. Yeah, imagine if I don't go broke on Castoria and Melu. That's the real lost belt. All those variant futures in everyone's lives make up the vast array of parallel worlds. Your actions, those of the you in the present moment on this particular timeline, can change the world in any number of ways. The lost belt where I don't wail, I don't think Type Moon would be happy in that lost belt. I'd throw too much money at them. That proves such possibilities are alive, that you would exist on the proper axis. Pan-human history. Conversely, a world where the future cannot be changed regardless of your choices can have no parallel worlds. Such a world is nothing but a dead end, solitary and singular, with the past as immutable as its future. Oh, it's a tree! Gotta cut down the tree! This is a necessary evil, a byproduct of the way parallel worlds are structured together. After all, a world where humanity made radically different choices would bear very little resemblance to the world you know. Some worlds may have crumbled by making all the worst choices, others may have made all the right ones and rocketed ahead, perhaps too far ahead. Yeah, it is real Fate Grand Order vibes. It's so much different replaying this game now that, like, I've gone through Grand Order, like, we have all the lost belts and shit. In either case, that world can no longer be said to resemble ours, and once a world moves out of sync, it's no longer parallel. Why would those worlds become solitary, you ask? Could the people in those worlds still not make different choices? Unfortunately, no. This dimension contains a finite amount of energy, and has none to spare for creating new worlds from the worlds gone so far astray. Yeah, do not let Arjuna eat all the Hindu gods. Don't let Don't let Mothman live forever. What else is there to not let? Don't let dinosaurs exist forever. Parallel worlds continued to increase in this manner. Their number would eventually exceed the capacity of this dimension. Yeah, don't let Ivan turn everyone into furries. Parallel worlds must exist, but in a manageable quantity. By my own rough calculations, and judging by the civilization of Earth alone, this solar system would collapse within 100 years if the parallel worlds expanded without limits. Seeing as how we do, in fact, live and multiply, the solar system is clearly not oversaturated with possibilities at this time. I extrapolate that this dimension can sustain our existence for the next 100 million years. Kill all the fairies, yeah? So many different things could happen. Don't let Scotty do whatever she did in Lost Belt 2. Segregate people into villages and make sure the population never goes over a certain limit. The system works thusly. At regular intervals, the dimension takes stock of the possibilities it contains, and only allows certain outcomes, those that would not cause undue difficulty in managing the next generation to remain. As for the unneeded parallel worlds, the system closes off their futures. Specifically, every 100 years, it calculates how many worlds will last another 100 years and supports those worlds only. Yeah, pruned! Have you ever heard of the law of conservation of mass? This could be called the law of conservation of events. Or, we call it pruning. Cut off all those unneeded timelines. And so, the civilizations in these numerous parallel worlds line up with one another. Think of it as a giant tree, only the trunk at the center can grow tall. The branches may bear fruit, but eventually they reach their limit and fall without reaching the future. I really wonder, like, how much they, like, already knew about the plan for Fate Go and Lost Belts when they made this game. 'Cause, at least when they were, planning the game, there's no way Lost Belt was already a thing. So, yeah, Nasu was cooking. You understand, yes? There are no parallel worlds for a world that has evolved too fast or crumbled too quickly. Such worlds are merely dead ends, whose outcomes are predetermined. And so, there's a set time frame in which these branches are trimmed, extra possibilities are removed, and future histories, once fluid, turn to stone. Nasu was cooking for a long time. The mages of the old world called this time frame the foundation of humanity. Such laws applied to the moon cell as well. The moon cell is a self-updating observatory, which continues to record every incident and possibility on Earth. You could say it makes the same observations on parallel worlds. It's all quite vexing. But in any case, the so-called foundation of humanity governs the moon just as it does the Earth, tracking the various Spiritron worlds and determining where their futures will come to an end. Unfortunately, they weren't quick enough to prune the history that is known as Last Encore. That should have been pruned. Once one passes that event horizon, there is no turning back, nor turning aside. Any lingering ifs become might-have-beens. It is the work of a great invisible hand, no, of a god's invisible hammer. I have named this point in time the Quantum Time Lock, the event compilation set by an absolute observer. Yeah, they did make up with Willem Harlot. I will not deny that. That was an amazing event. I vaguely remember being there for that long lecture. I passed through a deep, deep darkness for so long, I felt my consciousness fade. To the end of Seraph, and then I set foot into the forbidden territories where even the light of the moon cell could not reach. Oh. We're Buster Hakuno. Gonna be lurking and playing some Pokemon? No problem. What Pokemon are you playing? That's the real question.
本来ならシステム管理者である私でさえ立ち入れない領域ですが、あなたの助力があれば別だ。
We helped him. Before we knew he was evil, we just let him do what he wanted. Ultra Sun. God, I don't know if I ever finished going through the Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I know I played them, but I don't remember if I beat them. The only thing I really remember about Sun and Moon was the fact that the Water Starter's Final Evolution Z move, or whatever they're called, was just a fucking Spirit Bomb, and I loved that. Why don't you do it? Why do I have to do it? I don't want to do your work for you. I nod in agreement and look up at the wall again. It's huge. Seraph visits giant structures, but it's still rare to see anything on this scale. The bizarre architecture gives me the impression of a prison, capable of holding tens of thousands of prisoners. Able to emulate 3DS games on toaster of a laptop? I mean, it's not like it's possible to play those, really get those games on a 3DS anymore anyways. I feel an urge to touch the wall. It's hard as diamond, but smooth as silk. Touch. Normally, Seraph only builds objects out of the same materials found on Earth. The touch alone tells me this stone came from somewhere else. The wall's just made out of St. Quartz. There's no doubt, this belongs to an invader, something from beyond Earth, made from pseudo-spiritrons, just as Archimedes said, an external threat. Space Stone, I'm gonna go with its quartz. The external threat is that it's gonna cause me to open up my wallet and lose all my money. I'm afraid. Anyone would be. Inside this place sleeps a monster who nearly destroyed both the Earth and the Moon. Now they expect me, one lone... I'm still going with Mage. To defeat it? If only Saber were here. Altera's not that... I mean, she is big, but she's not that scary. Only one way to win? Yeah, that's what you want us to think, Math Man. Listen, Imperial privilege. Nero can bullshit her way out of anything. What was that? Oh, Altera's waking up. We're gonna get sleepy, Altera. I do like how they specifically point out, though, once again, Saber and, not Caster, not Tamamo. Poor Tamamo. Always in second place. It's true. At this point, we just know Tamamo fell off a bridge. We didn't know she survived. I still forever wish we get... I'm hoping maybe Extra Remake will give us, I know it's pure cope, but Extra Remake give us a route, the route that leads to Extella, where we get both Tamamo and Nero as our servant. It is pure copium, like... I know it's not gonna happen, but I can dream. It's right there alongside the copium of, hey, maybe they're gonna somehow add CCC into it too. But neither of those two things are gonna happen. I can tell.
ムーンセルはムーンセルを守れても地上までは守ることができなかった。優勢はムーンセル内のリソースを利用し地上に自分のデータを送りマテリアルボディを構築した。
Enough with your long-winded talk and explanation.
1万4000年前に地上を滅ぼした白い巨人セファールと呼ばれる
The
アンチセ
anti-cell.
ルです。
Ooh, scary.
この先にいるのはその本体。文明を破壊するためだけに生まれた怪物。
Born to destroy bad civs.
いいですね。くれぐれも用心し気を許さないように。
I am so gonna drop my guard. Just by you saying that, you guarantee I'm gonna drop my guard. It's a lot of gold. I gasp at the unexpected view. Beyond the darkness is not some alien hellscape, but an old cave. It wouldn't be out of place anywhere else in Seraph.
惑わされないように。これは地球の風景を再現しただけのもの。
This is why Gil's on Altera's side. He saw all the gold and was like, I'm also gold. I need to join you.
まあ、あなたの気持ちは理解できますよ。私も意外すぎて目を疑ったものです。
HMs were, like, you're playing Ultra, yeah, Sun first, because HMs are annoying. Like, they were annoying, I will agree, but, like, I did enjoy the fact that it gave me a reason to like, have certain, like, moves I wouldn't normally have on a Pokemon. Like, I do miss the sort of progression it gave you. I don't know, I'm not too much of an fan of the open world they did with Scarlet and Violet. Treasure? Gold? The floor of the cave is buried in it. Vast endless mountain of coins clinking and falling as we walk. Yeah, it forces you into using certain types of Pokemon. I mean, what was it, like... Was it Bidoof who was always the HM carrier? You just shoved all of your HMs onto a Bidoof and just went your way? The shining horde reflects the light that streams in from the ceiling, softly illuminating the room. Amidst all the treasure is a giant altar. I've heard rumors of a Mayan temple somewhere underground on Earth. This cave definitely reminds me of some lost world relic. But I don't see any sign of the enemy. The altar seems like the most likely place to look. I think it's gonna be hard not to make a sound when stepping. This place is covered in gold coins. We move one step and it's gonna, like, knock them all around. The enemies are already in front of us. No, it can't be. As my eyes lift slowly upwards, I try to breathe as quietly as I can. There. Yeah, it's like stepping on Legos. Sound will be made no matter what. A titan with white hair and dark skin is sleeping on top of the altar. Once again, Nasu's favorite fetish, Giantess. I literally can't believe my eyes. It's not that I'm terrified, it doesn't even feel frightening at all, it's just, I'm not used to seeing anything that huge. My perception can't keep up. I've seen a number of strange or giant weapons before in the past, but I've never seen a giant-ass woman before. I know I've seen things much more terrible than what's in front of me now. I mean, as I said, Altera's not terrible. But even so, none of it compares. The impact of seeing it slams through my head, leaves me paralyzed. In some distant, abstract way, I'm ashamed of myself. Humans can accept the existence of all kind of other creatures, but the idea of a greater, grander human feels like a threat to our very existence.
これほどの質量とは
Big Terra.
なんということか。こんなものは今の人類の手に余る。
Well, I'm pretty sure it can move and breathe the same way we do. It just, everything's bigger.
アルタミラの石碑、シェファールの巨人。これが月すらも滅ぼす異様。さあ、今すぐ攻撃を。レガリアでムーンセルの力を引き出し、
I don't wanna.
あの首を断ち切るのです。
I choose not to. As hard as I'm shaking right now, I can barely hear Archimedes screaming at me. I'm in awe, the same awe people must have felt when they saw their gods in ancient times. Just looking in awe, looking up at Altera and be like, whoa, she hot. I've almost forgotten how to breathe. But I can't freeze up forever. This is it, right in front of me, the vanguard of the Umbral star itself. Destroyer of the earth and the moon. I come to my senses and... Hold back. I'm not attacking Altera. No, I shouldn't do it. I can't quite explain why, but killing it like this feels wrong. I will do it honorably if I am fighting. I won't attack an enemy while they're sleeping. The ground shakes, the mountain rises. Her movements are so dignified and graceful that I can still barely believe what I'm seeing. The cave's atmosphere changes. I can feel a blackness eating away at my heart. I can feel myself being crushed under terrible lies. My eyes are working, but I feel like I've just gone blind. Whatever it is, it's enormous. I can't take it all in at once. This itself is a piece of the Umbral star, the Earth-ravaging titan, the absolute threat to humanity. And it's waking up. But not a beast, not that kind of threat to humanity, a different kind. And it knows we're here. I'm pretty sure, I think Titan Altera would technically end up getting classified as a foreigner, since she is from outer space and beyond normal human comprehension. She has to know I'm an intruder, but her words are calm and articulate.
早くレガリアを。シェファールはまだ目覚めきっていない。今ならまだ間に合う。
Yeah, she's just waking up. This is why we can't attack her. We need the sleepy Altera voice. Anyone can be a foreigner nowadays. You're not exactly wrong. I'm sure they're gonna come up with some reason in the story why Nakanera is a foreigner for Summer, but it does feel that way.
早く、一刻も早くこの怪物の息の根を止めるのです。
No, I will not end her life. Yes, Space Mave. Archimedes' repeated warnings echo in my head, but... Is she really a monster? I can't hurt her. There's no way. I don't feel any hostility from her. No intent to kill. The Titan, Sephar as Archimedes calls her, doesn't seem to want to hurt us at all. In fact, it's just the opposite. I feel embarrassed that we came to kill her just because of her size. Foreigner for 2 reasons. She's Irish and Castoria's a Zerker. Yeah, those are pretty good reasons. I can agree with those reasons. She's trying to be considerate toward us. She's keeping her movements as slight as possible in order not to scare us. She's waiting for us to make a move. In other words, now's the time to talk with her. Would you like to join my servant harem, ma'am?
バカな、何を言っているのです。あなたはムーンセルの代理人、レガリアを授かったセラフの開拓者だ。確かに恐れるのも当然でしょう。相手はただ人型をしただけの人間とは異なる異形なのですから。
She look like a human, she speak like a human. I'm gonna go with she's at least close to a human. Close enough.
だが倒すしかない。囚われた我々が自由を得るにはそれしかない。あなたがあれを倒すしかない。だってそうでしょう。そのためのレガリア、そのためのムーンセルなのだから。
Yeah, technically Tomomo isn't a human either.
レガリア。そう。ムーンセルは自閉を選んだのですね。当然の選択とはいえ、芸のないこと。となると。
I do also like how Titan Altera does have a different art sprite than Saber Altera. The Titan's eyes fill with hostility. Her consideration is gone. I can see she's a true warrior, and I'm not. Now that she's identified a threat, I know she'll show no mercy. This is your fault, Archimedes. You were the one yelling about it. We could have just probably had a nice conversation. She shows no hesitation. She turns half her body one way, but that's just misdirection. Then she reaches down with a ridiculously giant hand and grabs me with the force of an avalanche. Altera does have a nice voice. It's impossible to dodge. This isn't even a battle. She just grabs me and squeezes all the air out of my lungs, clamping me between her fingers. Hakuno go squish. I feel her raising me high off the floor. I try to resist, but I can't move a single muscle. My body creaks and cracks in protest. Am I really going to be squeezed to death?
なんというあっけなさ、素晴らしい。
See, he's happy about this. He already was planning to betray us.
素晴らしいぞセファール。予想通りとはいえ、ここまで簡単に済むとはな。
Now, he's who you should squish, Altera. Just slam your fist down.
痛快なことこの上ない。万が一のためにと身構えてはいたが、一撃であっさり終わって何よりだ。そしてお疲れ様。ごきげんよう、愚かな神王よ。ムーンセルも判断を誤ったな。
I mean, I don't think the Moon Cell had a whole lot of options. I can hear Archimedes' voice. What is he saying?
まだ分かっていないのか。要はあれですよ。あなたは疑うことなく私に騙され、ここにおびき出されたのです。
Yeah, he was gonna stab me in the back like a coward.
いや、レガリア所持者があなたのような善人で本当に運が良かった。 私欲にふける人間であれば誰も信用しなかっただろうからね。
We're too nice to doubt anyone.
最後の教訓だ。覚えておくといい。
The opposite of the Goudas, who are too dumb to doubt anyone.
では壊すとしたらそれは誰か。無論言うまでもないことさ。
He is a pretty bad actor. You can tell he's gonna be an asshole from the first time you see him.
さて、状況は把握できているな、セファール。レガリアはまさにお前の手の中だ。サーバントでは破壊できないが、アンチセルであるお前なら破壊はたや
He
すかろう。
does give off those vibes, yeah.
レガリアを破壊せよ。ムーンセルの機能をダウンさせ、ベルバーを呼び寄せる時が来た。
ベルバーを呼び寄せる。ムーンセル側のサーバントではないな。
No, he's not.
何者か。
Because he's an asshole. That's the only reason he needs.
何？そんなことに関心を持つのか。破壊だけが鳥への巨神と聞いたが、余分かつ不要な機能だ。
I mean, if she truly was just a mindless destroyer, I'm pretty sure you would have also been destroyed.
まあいいでしょう。 私はアルキメデス。ムーンセルの元システム管理者ですよ。今はあなたと同じ優勢の到来を望む者、ベルバー側のサーバントに過ぎません。この体を見ればわかるでしょう。あなたと同
See,
じ。
even he was like, you can tell on sight that I'm evil. Archimedes is Velber's servant? Ah, how could this happen? I know I'm not that smart, but I wouldn't have thought he was playing me for a fool. No, now's not the time to be angry at myself. I just have to get out of here. If I die now, like this, I'll never be able to show my face around Saber or the others again. Hakuno is self-aware.
無駄なこと。それ以上あがいても苦しみが続くだけだとわからないのですか？
I think I understand that, but I will resist and suffer all the same.
わからないのですよ、人間というものは。あらゆる断りを手にしていながら希望だの奇跡だのといった感情で目を背けるのですからね。まあそれも愚者にはふさわしい結末だがね。いいぞセファール。その不純物をレガリアともども握りつぶすがいい。
そうだな。レガリア所持者を生かしておく理由はない。私は
What?
ム
You
ーンセ
ain't
ルを破
gonna do
壊す
it.
るのだから。
It's no use. I can't escape. I can't move an inch. It's as if the entire world is pressing against me. In another few seconds, I'll be ground meat. It's hopeless. Will I die, just as Archimedes planned? It's terrifying, obviously, but it's also infuriating. I feel like some sort of big, important chance is being taken away from me. Oh, is this one I split? That's it. This is wrong. It's not supposed to end here. I think back to when I first walked in and saw her. If Archimedes hadn't interfered, this whole encounter could have gone very differently. I think that has to mean something. I access the regalia. I search for a way to break out of this situation. I find one in a fraction of a second. A physical body cannot be transferred out of this territory, but the mind and soul can be split and transferred away. Yeah, we just Googled it. We just opened up the Moon Cell browser and just like, how do I escape getting caught by giant person? This is reckless. It's basically certain death. Might not save me, but at least I'll be out of here. It's almost a kind of suicide, but all I want to do right now is disappear. I don't care. It's not like I have any other choice. Well, this isn't the first time I've been this desperate, and hopefully it won't be the last. Why, what do you mean hopefully it won't? Oh, hopefully it won't be the last as in hopefully we won't die. Not hopefully like, oh, I sure hope we have to be desperate again. I understand now.
レガリアによる転移だと。だがここは未明領域。
Oh, but I can, through the power of love.
できるとしたらそれはレガリアだけだ。所持者は決して。待て、正気か。そんな手を本気でやるというのか、あの娘は。
Oh, but I would. Oh, and then we split into the 3 card types: Buster, Arts, and Quick.
私の石室からログアウトしたものが2つ。一体何
There
が
goes my soul and mind.
ありえない。なんということだ。自暴自棄にも程がある。レガリアごと自分を3つに分けるだと。
You fail to understand how desperate I am, sir.
自身をレガリアごと3つに。
Yeah, they are the light colors of a prism.
なんという無茶を。
Also, the light colors, or the colors that Altera has all over her. And also, because we want to be gamers, we got that RGB. No, it's not actually Quick Arts Buster. That's just a joke.
それは違う。私にあの人間を殺す気はなかった。確かにレガリア所持者を生かしておく理由はない。だから殺さない理由は
It's true, I had no hostility. I just wanted to be friends.
その霊を返すまで殺しはしない。あの少女は私のものにする。私の許しなくして触れることはできないと知れ。
なんだと貴様、それでも優勢の先兵か。図体ばかりかその思考も鈍いのか。
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't remember Altera's card deck. Is she a Buster Gorilla? Is she all just muscle? I don't remember what her card deck is.
優勢の涙だろう。ベルバーを招くという使命は。
やかましいね、貴様。使命は遂行する。
Yeah, I have all the hostility towards Math, not Altera.
その結果としてベルバーは来訪する。私の役割、存在には何も違えていない。お前は不快だ。アルキメデス。
He displeases all of us. You tell him, Altera. She shot beams from her eyes. She's a true hero. Just like Karna.
次は加減はしない。二度と私の前に現れるな。
なんという無駄を。貴様も通りのわからぬバカ者。
You're gonna have to accept, Archimedes, that pretty much everyone is an emotional idiot.
まあいいさ。なんであれ貴様は優勢には逆らえない。貴様は貴様の思惑でムーンセルを落とすがいい。私は私のやり方でムーンセルを落とす。貴様はこの牢獄の中でその抜け殻を守っていろ。
So much gold. I wonder how much gold I could turn into QP. I'm in a huge room. A sealed pit, like a temple, or an underwater cave, or a prison. Why am I here? I don't know where I am, or what happened to me, or even who I am at all. Yeah, the Hakuno without any brain cells or a soul. Just a body. My back hurts. I can hardly breathe. I can't even move my body. My name? I do know my own name. But even now, there's something my entire being is trying to tell me. I need to run. I need to get out. I don't need to know what's going on. I need to go now and figure it out later. Gotta book it. A Titan? I gasp as I try to understand. I don't understand. Of course I don't. This is a dream. That's why my head feels so light. Anything can happen right now. But if I close my eyes, I'm sure I'll wake up. Oh god, this is no dream! Running through a sea of gold coins is hard enough, but no matter how far I run, the exit doesn't get any closer. This space has been altered somehow. I'll never reach that exit, and I know it. If it were possible to leave, the Titan already would have.
懲りない人ですね。そう足元で騒がれては迷惑です。
No, we don't learn. We don't have a brain. Her giant hand swoops down toward me. I remember an old fairy tale about a boy who climbed a beanstalk into the sky. He found a giant's house there and was caught by the giant himself. Yeah, we get soft, cute Altera voice now. No, I can't escape. She's got me. The giant has me right in the palm of her hand. I can still breathe, but I can't move. She's going to kill me. I know it. A long moment passes in total silence. Then I dare to open one eye.
ほら、もう逃げられません。 あなたは虜になってしまいました
We
ね
are now her prisoner. There are worse things to be. I look into her eyes, and I see not a cold-blooded monster, but a being with reason and heart. On a side note, how did that story of the boy and the giant end again?
もしできるだけ注意を払ったのですが、もしやどこか怪我をされてしまったとか？
I fall back on her hand and shake my head to show that she didn't hurt me at all. The Titan lets out a sigh of relief.
私はアルテラ、この石室の主です。
This is her home.
では、あなたの名前を教えてください
Yeah,
ますか？
she's a nice lady. Everyone's just rude, assuming that she's gonna kill us all. Chapter 1, Awakening on Thin Ice. The question is so surprising that I jerk involuntarily. Akuno Kishinami, I tell her. My name, the only 2 words that I own for myself. I try not to look away as I say them.
ああ、人間の名前にそれほど親しみはありませんが、あなたの名はいい響きなのですね。
It does have a nice ring to it.
はい、覚えました。どうか安心して。もう忘れませんから。
Her smile shows a mix of shyness and humility. I feel dizzy and I almost fall out of her hand. A moment ago, she looked like a mountain of death, but now, she's just a giant marshmallow. How can she seem so beautiful now? I'd expect those red eyes to be full of menace, but instead, they look more like the eyes of a benevolent goddess. Wait, hold on. Am I thinking straight? Wasn't I running away in mortal terror just a minute ago? It's not like I've forgotten that, but, well, for one thing, I don't even know why she grabbed me in the first place.
怪我は見たところないようですね。本当によかった。
What? Do I want to know what could cut me? I don't think I want to have cuts. I'm pretty sure those gold coins probably aren't clean and sterile. Can you get, like, tetanus as a digital body? Is that possible?
頭を打っていたりはしませんか？記憶領域が頭にあるのは電脳体も同じ。
Yeah, moon cell tetanus. I don't want moon cell tetanus. Memories? Now that she reminds me, I can't remember much of anything. Not even where I came from. What is this cave anyway? What am I doing here? Bigger question, who am I? I have no idea. None at all. My memories are completely blank.
混乱してしまっ
I
てい
am
るようです
very
ね。
confused.
無理もありません。私が何かも覚えていない。自分が何者かさえもあなたにはわからない。
You're a big lady. That's what you are. Well, she's right about all of that. All I know is that I'm here with the name Hakuno Kishinami, in a digital body, staring up at a giant woman. Wait, digital body? Right, because this is Seraph, on the moon. I'm a wizard. That's why I have this body, or at least it's why I should. I fought in the Holy Grail War as a Spiritron hacker. I was one of the masters who strived for the moon cell. I made a contract with a servant who fought for me. Okay, if I can remember that much, what else can I remember? Who was my servant? That, to my dismay, I can't remember at all. I remember we fought all kinds of battles together, and...
あ、そんなに動き回らないで。あなたは先ほど。
Just jump off. I had to have broken something in that jump, right? I also hate the use of wizard. But it's also fun to make fun of. Moving freely now, I jump straight down. There's something I need to do. I don't remember why, but I know I have a duty, and the drive to do it is burning in my chest. Protect Seraph. The words ring through my mind like a bell. Let me out! I don't want to be in here anymore.
本当懲りない人。そんな小さな体でまたそんな無茶を
I
する
mean,
のです
I
ね。
do want to be here with you, but I also want to be out there too.
ですが無駄です。わかりませんか？人間では私からは逃れられないと。私がほんの少し乱暴になればあなたは簡単に捕まってしまう。なのに
Because I have a job to do. Can't properly answer that. Even if I opened my mouth right now, all I'd be able to tell her is the truth, or as little as I understand of it. I have to escape. Even if I don't know where I am or what's going on, I feel in my gut that I can't obey her. I have to go against her. That's right. It's like that purpose has been burned into my heart.
そんな、そうなのですね。そんなことが
Could lead to trouble.
話しかけてきたのはあなたの方だったのに。
What is she talking about? I know this much. With her, any mistake I make could be my last. She's obviously more dangerous than any other servant, but is there more to her than that? What am I not seeing? What have I forgotten? I know I've forgotten something. Right. So what I need to do now is stay calm. I have to keep my head down, keep my eyes and ears open, gather all the information I can, and figure out what's happening. I bow my head and close my mouth tight as I look the Titan over. Despite her overwhelmingly size, she has a very feminine, almost delicate appearance. If I start talking again, she might listen. Yeah, I gotta try and use my brains without a mind. So the first thing I say to her is, can we be allies? Can we be
本
friends?
当にそう思いますか？
I wanna be friends.
そうであればよかったけれど。そうだな。
Aw,
それは違う。
we can't be friends.
私は味方ではない。私はアルテラ。間違いなくあなたの、いえ、あなたたちの敵でしょう。
I'm a main character. All main characters have the trait of turning enemies into friends. I think I can do that.
私の
We
目
can
的
still
は
be friends. It's
セラ
okay.
フの侵略、月の聖杯たるムーンセルの完全なる支配、そして同時に星の全文明の破壊と吸収。
Yeah,
地球の時間基
friends
準
by
で
the
見
end
た
of the game.
およそ1万4000年ごとの周期で訪れる侵略者、空の彼方からやってきた優勢の一部、生命にとっての敵であり、文明にとっての
Destroyer
破
of
壊
all
者。
civilizations, especially bad Civ.
それが私です。いつか誰かがセファールと呼んだ白い巨人。
What she said sounds unbelievable, but I know it's the truth. Not because she triggered some other memory of mine, but because her voice and her expression convinced me beyond any doubt. A monster with the power and the bearing of a goddess. And she's declared war on humanity. She said so herself.
勇敢ですね。そんなに怯えているのに、私に
We're
飲まれ
gonna
まい
throw
と震え
hands.
たって。さすがはムーンセルに
Just
選ばれ
like
た人
Melu.
間
Throw them hands.
というところでしょうか。で、そんなもの、抵抗にすら見えません。あなたに自由はないのです。
Oh, throwing hands was not successful. She can just pick us up, put us in a cage.
言ったでしょ。あなたはもう虜になってしまったのです。サーバントとマスターのことはわかりますね。
I do indeed know
契
what
約を
servants
結ん
are.
だ魔術師と英霊。
Her hands are much bigger. She would throw hands better than us.
私は英霊とはいささか異なるものですが、工事の電脳体として契約はできます。 あなたは私の虜。
Forceful contract making. That's illegal. I'm gonna sue. Force me to sign a contract against my will. Master? That doesn't sound right. Masters are supposed to give orders to their servants, not the other way around. This is all wrong.
ああ、そうですね。確かにあなたの言う通り、ムーンセルの仕組みを利用したものですから、多少私たちの関係とは違いますね。あべこべです。
She hacked the Holy Grail.
ともかくあなたはマスターです。私とつながり、私からは逃れられない存
Prisoner with
在。
a capital P, as opposed to lowercase.
ちょうどそう、私には必要だったのです。石室から出られないこの身に代わって、
It's a king thing, you think? But it probably is. Can't leave, she says? I can relate to that. But wait, she wants me to roam Seraph without her?
ええ、言った通りです。あなたに嘘を述べはしません。私の虜なのですから、偽る理由がないでしょ。
Gotta roam Seraph to find people to join us.
それでどうでしょう。私のお願い聞いてくださいますか。
A wish, is it? I wonder if I have a choice. Can I say no?
断れるのですか、この状況で。
I mean, no, I'll say yes. I just wanted to know if I could say no.
そうですね。断っても構いません。その時は
Oh,
私
she
に
would
逆
treat
ら
us
った
less kindly. What
Do you
exactly does less kindly mean? You've already thrown us in a prison.
いいということですもの。
A shiver runs up my spine. She's still calm and civil, but she's also well beyond deadly. I'd better not betray her right now. Oh,
ああ、これ
who's
は
calling?
警告の類を示すものです。
Oh, it's an alarm.
敵影を自動察知。誰かがこの未明領域へ向かってきているようです。敵はおそらくムーンセルに召喚されたトップサーバー
Yeah,
と
it's the doorbell.
世界を維持するために私を殺そうとする敵です。先ほどの質問は意味がなくなりました。私のマスター、早速出番ですね。私の代わりに外へ赴き、
Beat up the
トップ
servant,
サー
make
バン
him
トと
join
戦
us.
ってくれ
Got
る
it.
のなら一時的に檻から出してあげられます。どうされますか。
Alright, sure.
ありがとうございます。
Better than
そう
sitting
言
in
って
here all
くれる
day.
と思っていました。
Agreeing with her seems to be the best strategy for now. Might be the only way out of this cavern, so I nod along. Is that why her team servants are all 5 stars? Yes, because they're all top servants. So I nod along. Escape is still my #1 priority, but I'll have to make it a long-term goal.
よかった。ではお願いしますね。マスター、いってらっしゃいませ。あなたならきっと大丈夫だと思いますが、相手はトップサーバントとして選出された強力な英霊です。くれぐれもお気をつけてくださいね。
It's okay, I'll be careful. Ah, no one's here. I wasn't sure I could ever escape. I certainly didn't think it would be this easy. But what was she thinking when she let me leave? Does she really need me to go fight for her? Was she counting on me to listen to her without any way to force me to keep my promise? Well, I'll have plenty of time to think about that once I get out of here. I need to find someplace quiet and sort out what's been happening.
逃げられたとでも思ったか。
Oh, now it's Saber Altera, who does not have the nice, quiet voice.
残念だったな。お前は虜だ。石室の中でも外でも。
Altera's in front of me. She's the size of a normal human now, but it's still definitely her. Same smooth skin, same bright hair and clothes. She'd said she couldn't go outside. I don't think she was lying, but then the woman in front of me is... Honestly, I have no idea. There she is, looking just like the bigger Altera I left behind. I failed to escape, I know that much.
驚いているようで冷静だな、お前は。マスター
No,
と
I'm
して
just used to this kind of weird shit
肝
happening.
は座っている。戦士として好ましい。
It's not just because I'm a master, it happens. You'd be surprised how often weird stuff happens.
まあいい。本体は石室からは出ない。この私は本体が見る夢のようなものだ。難しく考えるな。昼と夜の顔と思えばいい。
Separate aspects of a single person. Are you saying you're an alter ego?
私はお前のサーバントだ。マスターよ。英霊のようなものとでも捉えるがいい。
Alter ego that just wants to kill. That's also a
敵を
saber.
排除せよ。
I don't quite get it, but I'll take her at her word. I'll call her Altera too then.
好きに呼べばいい。私もお前を好きに呼ぶ。
I like the bigger main you better. I like the smaller you better. You're cute. I like the bigger main Altera. She has a nice soft voice. I don't know how it works exactly, but the Titan in the cavern must be the main body. They look the same, except for their scale, but if I had to pick one as the most beautiful, I'd have to go with the taller one.
何？
I don't think she's happy. The bigger one made the stronger impression, is what I'm trying to say.
そうか。その感想はよくわからないが、石室の私が聞けば、それなりに喜んだだろう。
So if the two of them are the same person... Okay, let's make this easier. I'll call this one in front of me Hero Altera, and the one in the cave Titan Altera. Let's see what she thinks about that.
余分な付け足しだが、
It's a waste of time, that's what she
名付け
thinks.
による利便性は認めよう。さあ、行くぞ。速やかに外敵を排除する。だがその前に、
Gotta go beat up the invaders.
お前の持っているものをよこせ。
What am I giving to you? Give her what? I can't think of anything right now. All I have is my life and this digital body.
いや、持っているだろう。指輪を
We have the
それ
green
をよ
ring.
こせ。そうすることで、お前は真に私の虜となる。拒否は許さない。早くしろ。無駄な時間を費やすな。
She can't threaten me into giving her what I don't have. But as soon as I try to tell her that, I remember. I have my life, my body, and this ring on my left hand. Is this some sort of mystic code? No, it isn't. It looks like one, but it's far more powerful. Should I hand it over to someone like her? I'd love to take more time and think that over, but I really don't have the time right now. Yeah, she's sort of pointing a sword at us.
そうじゃない。それはお前が私にはめなければ意味がない。
She wants us to put the ring on her finger ourselves.
さあ、やれ。迷うな。
She wants to know what it feels like to get married. It's a strange feeling. I imagine this is how a knight might feel when stripped of his sword and rank. Actually, it's almost like I'm taking her in holy matrimony.
うん。お前
They
は
are
正しい
giving
選
us the
択をした。
fancy CG.
これこそセラフを滑る指輪。ムーンセルの代行権限
Little
を
did
凝集
Altera
させた。
know that this now means she is permanently part of Hakuno's harem.
この譲渡行為によって私とお前の結びつきは完成されたと言える。霊樹のつながりを感じるだろう。
The ring to rule Seraph, the Moon Cell's royal authority. I just hand the enemy something unthinkable? On top of that, the command seals. What I just did can't ever be taken back.
今更慌てるな。
No, no divorce is allowed on the
お前
moon
は
cell.
私に殺されていただろう。お前は謝
Yeah,
って
it's
いない
time for Yuri.
自分の
That's
命の
all
方を
Fate
最優
Extra
先に
is
する
Yuri.
それが人
It's
間
just
と
a
いう
Yuri
戦士だろう
story.
だが取り返しのつかないという認識は正しい。これでお前は永遠に
She
私の
says that,
虜
but
だ
she doesn't know it's the opposite way. She's actually stuck with us now forever. They did put all the Yuri in extraverse.
敵を排除しに行くぞ。お前はそこにいろ。
I mean, I guess technically there's Prilia, but that's a different kind of Yuri.
案ずるな。戦いが終われば出してやるし、いくらかの自由は利く。コードキャストぐらいは使えよう。もっとも
Use the code cast? What if I don't wanna?
お前が
They're not that helpful unless if I actually have a mission for them.
の話だが。
Yeah, what if I just let her get killed? I think I die too.
いつ覚めるのか。
I think that's the problem.
見よ我が無双の
Oh,
軍勢
gotta go beat up Eastcander.
征服の時であるぞ
Alright, now we go from story to good story to the boring gameplay.
プラントめ、好き勝手を。倒すべきは何か分かっているな。マスター。
Alright, gotta beat up the
私
plant.
は止められない。そこだ。全てを消し去ろう。
Let's see what that is. That ice beam or whatever it is gonna be the best way to clear mobs for Altera.
軽いな。決めろ。砕け散り。その文明を破壊する。
No, not even the plants are on Altera's side. That I think they're just programs by the moon cell. They're just sort of there. Alright, where's the last aggressor? Alright, this sector is mine. Now I gotta go find where the fucking NP thing is.
なかなかやりおるわい略奪のしがいがあるというものだ
I think... No, I don't have to take every zone. Though, I think it's pretty easy to be able to take every zone considering there's only 3 of them. Did she just open up a tear in space? Did I see that right? I don't remember if Altera gets a... I don't think she has a transformation like Nero and Hamamo have. I think she just gets like super powered. Alright. Last 2 aggressors for this area have spawned. I think gameplay-wise, it's just like the other servants who aren't Nero and Tamamo and just get like an orange glow around them and get powerful. Alright, after we take over this place, I should be able to NP also. Since the last circuit is here. Alright, I can now launch my NP. I can't wait to getting to when we move on to Extella Link and have the better combat system. Alright, let's see, is there no, yeah, no transformation. Just get strong. Where's the last one? There it is. I'm gonna assume they don't have genders. I was gonna say he, but I think they're more it. Alright, where's Iskander gonna spawn? Rubik's Cube completed. Boss servant has appeared. Not here. That's where he's gonna spawn. Oh, we're going into a cutscene instead of the normal servant introduction. Top servants are capable of controlling enemy programs, probably because the moon cell allows them to. There are more of them here than I expected. Enemy programs, attack programs to put it more precisely. Coded by the moon cell, they attack enemy targets automatically. Normal wizard would have trouble controlling even one, but here there's an army of them. And here Altera destroys one after another with her calm, cold precision. She's like a fighting machine, reaping through her enemies without hesitation or remorse. Knowing she aims to destroy the world, I wasn't planning on helping her with my code casts. But I guess that's a moot point, since she clearly doesn't need them. Hero Altera feels awkward to say. It does feel a little awkward. But less awkward to say than wizard. There he is. The man himself. All I see now when I see Iskander, though, I only think of the Fate Go Beyond the Tail video. God, that was so well done. Yeah, the video that showed like the servants while they're in the throne and what it looks like when we try to summon them, and then I laugh and just be like, that means every time someone tries to summon a servant, they see your hand reaching out and they just go, nah, I'm not gonna grab your hand. Iskander of Macedonia.
ようこそが征服王。他にこの二つ名を持つ者はおるまいよ。競争なるペルシャの強者どもよりイスカンダルと呼ばれし男も世の他にはおるまい。それでそういうお前さんは何者だ。
アルテラ。
さて機関なだな。
Yes,
これ
Alex.
ほどの力量であれば思い当たる剣士も
From
2、3
when he is a
出てこい
small
ものだが
child.
とんと心当たりがない。貴様、もしや正体隠しの特技でも持っているか？
No presence
空気はまとって
concealment.
はいないか？
He's so relaxed, even as he chats with us on the battlefield. We haven't yet experienced the depths of his mana or the power of his noble phantasm, but it's already clear that he's a great hero. This is the top servant who was meant to save Seraph, the great hero summoned to defeat Altera.
まあいい。
Yeah, no, he's just a chill guy.
世の知ったことではない。
It's true, he is pretty chill.
当然知っているな。世はセラフの異常を修正するために召喚された。巨神とやらを破壊するのが目的だ。見る限り、お前さん
He
は
is a
巨
bro.
神というには小柄だな。大層な宝具を有してはいるが。さっきは
He is one of the servants that I think if you summon, like, you were to summon in a Holy Grail war, you'd be pretty well off. He's not the kind who's gonna just be an asshole and do what he wants. I mean, he'll still do what he wants, but within limits. He's not gonna go, like, crazy or kill people randomly.
断る。
He's just gonna sit and play video games.
回り道はしない主義だ。
Yeah, does what he wants, but not in an asshole way.
ならばそうしろ。征服王。
Yeah, Gil. He's the one who does what he wants in an asshole way. But at the same time, I love him for it.
久方ぶりの限界だ。少しは世の話に付き合おうとは思わんものか。
I can't wait for Samurai Remnant to come out. I'm just gonna shit on Gil for the way he named his shop. Fucking Babylonia. God, I hate it and love it.
いや、どうにも込み入った事情がありそうだ。子供の感触であれば少年から叩き直そうとも思ったが、これ、貴様のあり方をとやかく言う資格もなければ義務もない。人生相談なんぞ柄でもないしな。
No life advice.
となれば。
I want East Kander's life advice. I feel like he probably has some good advice.
その後に見えてくるものもあろう。アルテラとやら、いざ尋常に勝負。その目で見る。
Challenging us to a duel like a proper person. Yeah, Gil's shop name in Samurai Remnant is Babylonia, because in Japanese, ya is a way you can say store or shop. So it would be here, I'll type it out. In English, the English version, it's spelled like this, with a hyphen for the ya. Yeah, and then in Japanese, it's written entirely in kanji. Oh, fighting time. Yeah, so it's essentially a Babylonian shop. Which I love that they actually did the wordplay for that, but at the same time, it's just so ridiculous. Babylonian Mart. Yes. Oh, I can press circle. Let me press circle. I feel like it's sort of bad that part of me is a bit more excited when they announced the Samurai Remnant DLC to see just what other servants they're gonna add. I want to know who else will eventually get as rogue servants. 'Cause it's bound to happen on the NP.
マルスと接続する。発射まで2秒。ディアードロップフォトンレイ。
Oh, and there goes Iskander.
しくじったわ。
All of them Team Narrow and Mamo and extra CC. What do you mean by that? I'm confused by what you are asking. Rank A. Instant skills. Oh. You know that Iskander and Jan are in Extella. No, they're not in the original. Wish Fate Go had the version of her. I also wish Fate Go had that version of her NP.
お前の考えなど私は意に介さない。これが結果だ。たとえ手を抜いていようが、お前は間違いなく私に敗北した。
There's a lot of NPs that we should have in Fate Go that aren't there. A lot of them are the arcade NPs, because a lot of the arcade NPs are great. Compared to Iskander's passion, Altera is completely mechanical. Her thoughts are as clear as her body is fierce. Without any regard for her own life, without a spark of warmth, Altera fights like an avalanche, and she wins. Yeah, like, Tamamo actually has an attack NP in this. The strongest of all, Altera. Except, not really.
それを持ち出されてはグーの音も出ん。よかろう。負けは負けだ。
Pains of being a year one servant, you're not the strongest anymore.
ライダーイスカンダルはこれよりひとときアルテラなる白き英霊の軍門に下るとする。世の力存分に使ってみるがいい。
Now the classic protagonist action of beat up your enemies and make them your friend.
無論使いこなせるものであればな。
I don't remember ever feeling this kind of static excitement before. It must be coming from him. Even if he has his own agenda, he admitted his loss right away. King of Conquerors, Iskander. I don't think we've ever met, but I know his name. He was one of the greatest kings in the world. He commanded many ferocious warriors and heroes. I see him standing there, with his fearless grin, and I feel his magnetism radiate off of him. Yeah, he's got them vibes. The bro vibes. Yeah, I also like in Extella Link to Mamo has the dick kick as a skill you can use. That's why I'm excited to blast through this and get to Link. And because I love Charlie. Charlie is so good. But what will that mean for Altera herself? She's the polar opposite of the King of Conquerors, a cold, calculating destroyer. You defeated the protector of the world. Will you ever be able to be anything but my enemy? I did well, thank you. Can I get some head pats for doing well?
役に立った。魔力供給という形でな。相応に疲労しているだろう。
Oh, napping is also a good thing. I'll take a nap.
無論、あちらでだが。
After winning the battle, we're welcomed back home with empty silence. Couldn't hurt for Altera to gather her new recruits in this room. Specifically, could she maybe call the King of Conquerors here? No, She doesn't want us hanging out with Iskander. Not allowed to.
ここは未明領域だ。私と私のマスターであるお前しか居続けることはできない。
That makes sense. This is the Umbral Star's territory. It would be hard for even a top servant to keep materializing here. After all, this place belongs to the world's greatest enemy. Yeah, Iskander would be a bad influence. He'd cause us to just sit there and play games with him all day. So Altera has no friends in battle.
なんだ。私に言いたいことがあるなら言ってみろ。
No, I don't have anything
な
to
ら
say.
石室へ戻れ。
I'll go back
必
to
要
my
なければまた
prison.
出陣になる。
Yeah, just me. I like, yeah, on the other hand, you can interpret that as, yeah, Altera just wants it to be us, alone, together.
魔力の回復もお前の重要な役目だ。いいな。
Job is to
Master.
restore mana? What about through mana transfer? Prisoner. Prisoner or not, I am her master. I can channel mana and use command seals. Even if it's not exactly the same in her case, the principles are still similar. So maybe... I don't think that's gonna work. Maybe there's something I can do for the world. Not necessarily something heroic per se, but... I would also want to be alone with Altera. Once again, there are worse things to be than Altera's prisoner. Tadaima.
無事に戻ってくれましたね。
Now we get the nice soft-spoken Altera.
ごめんなさい。たくさん魔力を使わせてしまって。戦う時はいつも全力ですから、あなたには時にきつい思いをさせてしまうかもしれま
It's
せん。
fine, I forgive you, big Altera.
でも、どうかご安心を。魔力すべてを吸い尽くしてしまったりはしません。外の私は少し怖かったかもしれないけ
The
れど、
outside you is a little intimidating, I won't lie.
優しくしますから、そういう風に気をつけますね。
The choice of words makes it sound like they're two different people. Everything about Hero Altera, especially in battle, is the opposite of her. Her expressions, her body language, even her tone of voice. Yeah, can't stay mad at the soft, cute voice. But they both have the same divine look to them, even in those same red eyes. Her gentle manner stirs something inside me, some small, hesitant feeling, even though I know she's an enemy monster. Maybe she and I should talk more. But the bits and pieces of my memory are warning me, saying I should fight, be suspicious of her, be afraid of her, fulfill my duty. Which is the main reason you played Extella and your favorite part about Extella. This was back before I'd really gotten into Fate and Extra, but I originally played Extella for Tamamo, and then I found Nero and just went like, well, you are my wife now. Forget Tamamo, you are the one. Fulfill my duty. If I really have become her master, I should try to control and subdue her any way I can. That would be wrong. I don't want to be a bad master. No, I'll hold off. Even if she does call herself the enemy, and even if she did just defeat one of the world's greatest protectors. Whichever Altera she is, I can still talk to her. Even Hero Altera, as much as she acts like a killing machine, still has feelings. I think.
どうかされましたか？あ、もしかして疲れてしまってます？
I did just fight a lot. I am tired from that.
それなら宝具
Takes a lot of work to press one or two buttons. See, we can talk like this. We can share our ideas and our opinions and our feelings. Then maybe...
ごめんなさい。これに入れちゃい
gotta
ます
go
ね。
back in the in the
少しは回
cage.
復の効果もある
Yeah,
はずですから。
maybe share more.
ちょこんとして可愛いですね。
And you're just a big bundle of cuteness.
念のために言っておきますね。もうあなたには必要ないかもしれませんが、すれ違いは
You initially
悲しい
started
ですか
playing
ら。
Fate Go summoned Altera and then figured where is she from exactly? Yeah, that is like, as much as I like Fate Go, there's a lot of servants where I'm like, wow, it would be cool to like sort of know, like, get more content with them, so to speak, like know more about them than just
私
what
のマスター、
what Fate Go gives us at
私の
times.
虜。あなたにはこれからも今日のように外で戦ってもらいます。もちろんもう一人の私と一緒です。決して逆らわないでください。逆らったらあなたの電脳体を
Betray Altera and she rips us
破
apart.
壊します。
Got it. Won't do that.
私は通常の英霊とはあり方が異なる。仮にマスターを失ってもいくらか体力を多く消費するだけで活動は可能だ。
Looks like I should forget everything I know about how masters and servants work together. I'm the one who will have to obey her. Controlling her with command seals is out of the question.
自分の命の保護を最優先にする。それは
Command
人
seals
間
are
でしょ。
sort of useless anyways.
その
Very
本能に
rarely
従って
do
くださ
they
い。
come into play.
何も恥じることではないはずですよね。
Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder how command seals is gonna affect
私を恐れようと
min turning challenge quests and things with ordeal with the class score, now that you can use it to specifically power up certain servants like the class.
ですが、
That's definitely
あ
gonna
な
get
たは
more
もう私
interesting.
のマスターです。それをお忘れなきよう。
Looks like I'm utterly trapped here. I can't go on like this. At this rate, I'll end up helping the Umbral Star, whether I want to or not. I'm out of ideas for now. If I could just get out of this cage. I have to do something as soon as possible. I mean, to be fair, I know there's probably, like, something else, but it looks very easily that, you know, I could just walk through one of those holes in the cage.
いい。
Those are pretty big holes. I could easily duck under one. She's watching. She's definitely watching. It's like her eyes are boring a hole in me. Does Titan Altera even sleep at all? If not, is she just gonna keep staring at me? Titan Altera doesn't seem violent, and she seems willing to talk. But if she keeps me here long enough, she might eventually talk me into helping her destroy the world. What if we do the opposite? Talk her into helping not destroy the world. Chapter 2, The Ancient Contract. I'm being watched. She's been watching me like this the entire time. The awkward silence. I have no idea what to say, or whether I should say anything, or whether she's even thinking about talking to me. Just like that, all day, literally, she's been staring at me continuously with the same smile, without ever getting tired or bored. Did I say all day? It's been a week. That's how long it's been since she beat the King of Conquerors. A week of just being stared at by Altera. Extella does have really good music. I love, like, the main theme of Extella. Yep, 1 week, 7 days, give or take. Space doesn't work the same way in here as it does outside, but time still does. And here we are. Same cavern, same treasure on the floor, same cage, same Titan. I won out. Staring at the same four walls for the last 7 days has given me an incredible case of cabin fever. But I can't go anywhere. All I can do is what she's doing. Stay right here and watch her like she's watching me. I feel like 7 days is a lot, but at the same time, if I just gotta sit there and stare at Altera, it wouldn't be too bad.
私のマスター
Or would it be even worse? Because it would be like one of those things you can look but you can't touch. I would want to touch.
空腹ではありませんか
Yeah, hungry? Yeah, it's been 7 days, haven't eaten anything. Could use some food, maybe some water too.
ここにいてくれるだけで電脳体の維持に支障はありませんが、でも人間はお腹が空くものでしょ。ごめんなさい。
Humans do indeed
私
get
は自分
hungry.
のことばかりでそんなことにも気づかなくて。どうぞ。栄養たっぷりのリソースです。
That's it. It's just a treasure chest. There's nothing inside it. We have to eat the chest itself. It's full
こ
of
のままじゃ食べ
nutrition.
られませんね。そのくらいはわかります。
Turned a chest into a giant turkey.
どうですか？これならあなたの口に合
Yeah,
うと
it
思
was
うので
it
す
was
が、
probably made out of chocolate. You're right.
データの外装を変換しただけでちゃんとしたお料理とは少し異なるものです
Just
けれど、
just changed it look. It still is the same thing. It just looks like a chicken now.
美味しくなるよ
Or
うに
turkey.
精一杯設計しました。
Her unexpected kindness throws me off balance. But my observations, including the ones about how to escape, are teaching me more about her. The Titan in the cavern, a servant who controls her master, a monster called Altera, who's not quite a heroic spirit, with the smile and the bearing of a goddess. Her guard is completely down. She's still watching me, but not as carefully. I know that because I've been watching her the whole time. Every movement, every word, she doesn't suspect a thing.
マスター、早く食べてくださらないと。
Can it get cold? Wouldn't that... Would changing temperature of things be considered changing the outer data, or is that internal data?
いいえ、冷めにくいように設定
Oh,
はちゃん
it
とし
doesn't
ました。
get cold.
でも出来たてがおすすめですから。
She made it so it won't ever cool down. Even if she's not being cautious, she's still talking to me every chance she gets, so I haven't had a chance to try messing with the cage. All in all, no matter how much she lowers her guard, there's no practical way to break myself out. After a week of observations, I've learned one thing. I'm out of options. Yeah, burns in my stomach. It's just gonna continue to be warm in my stomach. Constantly have that heartburn feeling. But in order to maintain my digital body, I do need to share some of her resources. She served me drinks already this week. None of them were spiked with viruses as far as I know. So that means... That's right, in the moon cell, instead of your drinks being spiked with drugs, they're spiked with viruses.
召し上がってくださいますか？
Just ate that whole entire thing.
あなたにちゃんと食べていただけて。それから1週間も気づかずにごめんなさい。飲み物
I
だ
mean,
けでは
at least she gave us something to drink, so we didn't die of dehydration.
人間のことは少しは理解しているつもりだったのですが、あまり身についていません。
Technically, if we had a normal human body and were starving for a whole entire week, we should not have eaten that whole entire thing, because we would have our body would have gone into shock and we would have died. if you truly are starving, you're not supposed to eat a whole bunch, because your stomach is shrunken and your body then can't handle eating a bunch of food. At first, I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, but we just ate a whole turkey. Is Altera referring to me specifically, or to humans in general? Strictly speaking, digital bodies don't need to eat food. But wizards still naturally crave the experiences and habits they're used to, like eating and drinking. I thought maybe she meant she wants to learn more about humanity, but apparently she's only talking about me. She wants to know more about us. So then, what kind of experience is she looking for? She didn't even understand that humans get hungry. What knowledge or experience does she have? That's a good question. Actually, what has she experienced in her past?
破壊です。
Well, that was simple. Nice, easy word. One word. Destruction.
あなたたちの視点で言えば戦いでしょうか。14000年前
She
の
only
戦い
knows
です。
violence.
私が実体を伴って得た経験はおおむねそこで起こった出来事です。優勢のための破壊、地上の文明の大半を私は滅ぼしました。
You sure did do that.
私が目にしたあらゆる生命は
And caused 2 whole lost belts to be formed.
戦っていた。ですので
This game is chock full of Fate Go references. Once you've played Fate Go, everything's a reference.
最後まで
We already had Tamamo referencing a cat and a rabbit inside of her.
崩れ去るその瞬間まで
Again with what happened 14,000 years ago? Sounds like some mythical epic, but I don't think she's lying. At least it makes more sense if she didn't literally destroy the Earth, but rather collapse in the middle of trying. She has been out of power ever since. That explains how humanity's been able to grow and prosper, not having to worry about her. We've built and maintained civilizations all the way up to the 21st century, long enough for me to become a wizard and try for the Holy Grail.
地上での私が得た経験はそれだけです。本体としての私自身はずっと
Is
こ
it
こ
a
にいまし
Fate
た。
Go reference, or is Fate Go an extra reference? Only Nasu knows the truth. I'm gonna have to go with Fate Go's just an extra reference. I mean, if you think about it, most of the quote-unquote main interludes have to do with extra. We had Seraph, which was, you know, all BB. Kiara was a big part in Oku Labyrinth. Charlie was there for Trom. Tunguska, I mean, I guess you can, you know, sort of shoe in Koyan.
再び優勢が
Seraph
この
was
銀河にやってくる
peak.
までずっとずっと
I remember a long time ago, it could have changed by now, I could be also misremembering, but I think Nasu had said that
ごめんなさ
the
い。
extra series was his favorite that he wrote for.
私はきっとまたご迷惑をおかけすると思います。本当にサイズばかり大きくて、あなたにとっての私はひどく世
You're,
間知
you're
らず
also
に映る
forgetting
んで
the
しょうね。
cute in there, Altera. She's ashamed of her inexperience. Whatever she does know, she's never had the chance to put it into practice. I don't know if it's my place to call her ignorant. That aside, I understand what she's trying to say. Don't recall reading something. Yeah, it was like a long time ago, like when JP Fate Go was in like its 2nd year. So 6 years ago or something, and I vaguely remember, I'm not even sure. But that aside, I understand what she's trying to say. This kind of understanding doesn't come naturally to her. She doesn't get how humans work at all. Not even how they eat or drink. Yeah, it was a long time ago. That's why it could have very well easily changed between then and now, too. She may look like a human, but since she's been here this whole time, in this cramped room by herself, for 14,000 years.
ええ、大半は眠って過ごしていまし
Most
た
of
し、
the time she's just sleeping.
それにここは安全ですから何も問題なんてありませんでした。今までは。
Extras, your fave, but haven't played CCC. I haven't played CCC either. I mean, the translation is completed. It's just they're they're like working on getting it all set up for like an actual emulator. Feel safe here?
Hi.
Question mark.
私だけでなく誰も傷つかないこと、そんな状況はここにしかありません。なんであれ私は目覚めました。再び優勢が到来する先触れ
Umbral
として、
star is coming.
それまでの間はずっと長い夢を見ていたようなものなのでしょうね。
I also hope to believe that maybe if Extra Remake does really well, that they'll think about giving a remake for CCC, and then bringing that over to the States or outside of Japan. Because as much as I would wanna play the CCC translation, I still don't want to play Extreme Rock, Paper, Scissors. I don't know how to feel for her. Sleeping here for all that time, and from the look on her face, her dreams weren't always pleasant ones. Yeah, it is some copium. But that's literally how I live my life with Fate, just pure copium all the time. I start to say something about that, but I keep my mouth shut instead. If I start to pity her, I'll get sidetracked. My first and foremost priority is to get out of this cage. I have to ask her more questions, to gather more information. Fate is rock, paper, scissors anyway. It truly is. It's just rock, paper, scissors, but with classes. Should ask her more about the way she collapsed back on Earth.
セファールが地上でムクロとなったのは確かです。ですが、それで私が消滅したわけではなくて、セファールの本体はここにいる私です。この私がある限り、セファールは何度でも地上
She
に
keeps
現
a
れます。
tight schedule. Show up no matter what. Yeah, there's the attributes too.
必要な条件さえ
Truly
揃
is
えば
just extreme rock, paper, scissors.
本物の肉体を得ることが
Necessary requirements? I wonder if that means taking full control of the moon cell. If so, if I told Altera I'd help her create that body, would she let me out?
ありえない話はしないように。そんなことは絶対に起きません。
I feel like whenever they add a new class to like Fate Go, the rock, paper, scissors, it's like two people playing rock, paper, scissors, and then someone's out there just like, alright, rock, paper, scissors, and just does like one of those like things you would do as a kid and pull out, be like, gun or bomb, and then someone just needs to, yeah, gun, and then someone just needs to add a new one to counter that. Be like, alright, gun, alright, I choose laser beam or something.
絶対
It's literally what it is now.
何があってもあなたはそうしないはずです。セファールを地上に下ろしたりはしない。あなたは
Yeah, it's exactly what extra classes are.
ムーンセルを制圧しようとする私とも敵対する。それにどうあっても結果は同じ。他に方法があるとしても、私はムーンセルを壊す他にないのですから。
No choice but to destroy the moon. We'll change that choice. Pick foreigner for a neutral matchup for majority. Altera, like we were talking about this a bit earlier, but Altera could be a foreigner because she is technically from outside of the normal sphere of whatever. Again, she gives me that lonely expression. I thought she wanted to materialize on Earth and or destroy the moon cell just so she could leave this cavern, but apparently that's not the case. So what's Altera really going for? Oh, it's her. It's the lizard.
破壊することだけよ。やっと入れたわ。へえ、ここが巨神の石室ね。
It's very weird to see her use her wings that actually sort of fly and float.
多少は手こずったけど、いざ本気になれば何のことはなかったわ。エリザベート・バートリーにかかれば未明領域だろうと思いのままなんだから。
Someone's flown in through a hole in the wall. A petite young woman with the features of a dragon. Who is she? She gave her name, but...
いいこと
Yeah, I always forget she has the wings. I mean, it only really comes out when she NPs normally.
あんたを閉じ込めてるそいつにあるのは破壊だけ。他には何にもないの。それはそいつが破
She
壊の
does
化
have
身
her
だから
whole
よ。
flat chest out, yeah. When Wada's allowed to draw what Wada wants.
文明を踏みつけてめちゃくちゃに壊して何もかも終わらせるのが楽しくて仕方がない。いいえ、それしか楽しみのない生き物だからよ。
Elizabeth Barthery. The name doesn't ring a bell. She doesn't look like a wizard, so she must be a servant. She sounds like she knows Altera well.
その気配、貴様、アルキメデスの手の者か。ここは私の領域だ。侵食されたサーバント
Altera is
ごとき
not
が
pleased that Liz is intruding on our alone time.
ダメよ、そんな風に選ぶって見せたってね。優勢のしもべって意味じゃ対等でしょ。それにあなた、何？おかしい
You
ったら
need
ない
Angry
わ。
Math Man and
セラト
Fako.
の NPC だって。
I am surprised that he hasn't been added. Like, it feels like he would be someone who can be added, like, relatively at any time.
破壊のためだけに生まれたものがあれこれ考えること自体間違ってるのよ。
It was like,
不純
it
だ
was
わ。
something I was talking about,
そうね。
off stream with, my sibling, but, like, could sort of see them putting in Math Man as, like, 3-star or low star, moon cancer. Because he sort of does, you know, have the ability to fuck with the moon cell.
正しく
And it would be a
ないのよ。
nice way to get a low rarity for that
間違ってるわ。
class.
アルテラ。
Even if we do technically have, you can get welfare BB whenever you want now. Oddly, even though Altera could easily punish the pink dragon girl, she doesn't. Didn't she say that they were both working for the Umbral Star? Yeah, anti-Liz gimmick would be great. It needs to happen. We have so many Liz's. There's gotta be a... We have, like... a gimmick against Saber Faces. We need one for Liz. Is that why Altera's not retaliating? Because they're allies? Altera told her to leave, but that's it. Now she's sitting there and letting Elizabeth tell her off. That's not like her at all, at least from what I know about Altera, which admittedly isn't much.
この際だから言ってあげるわ。あなたなんかに大きな顔させてるのはムカつくの。だってこの
I mean,
私が
I don't think
優
she's
勢
acting
勢力に
big.
加
She
わっ
is
たの
big.
よ。自分が何かもわからないデクノボーなんかより私の方がよっぽどうまく。
Oh, doorbell's going again.
何よ。いい
Who's
ところ
here
だった
now?
のに。 自動察知機能よね。もう文字通りのお邪魔虫じゃない。間が悪いったら。もうムカつく。また来るわ。それまでせいぜいやることやって私のために
Just
働
telling
きな
us
さ
to
い。
just go check the door now and she'll be back later.
あ、そうそう、そっちのコリスも少しは必死になりなさい。そこにでーんとそびえていらっしゃるのは優勢の巨人なんだから。
It's like the door-to-door Bible salesman. Is that what it is? Is Jan here to try and sell us God? Jan's just gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that this was actually, I didn't know you were part of the Umbral Star. I came to talk to you about God.
ごめんなさい。次のお仕事までは静かに休ませてあげたかったのですが、彼女が言った通り敵の進軍です。前と同じように未明領域をまっすぐ進んでいる模様です。今回もどうかお願いします。
Just like before, beat up the
私の
person.
マスター、無茶だけはなさらないよう外の私にリソースを供給する
Yeah, I
だけ
had
で
a
も
week to sit here. I think I'm ready for my next job. Finally, don't need to stare at the same four walls.
来たか。征服王を撃破されたことでムーンセルも焦っているらしい。今回
Oh,
は
two
トッ
top
プサーバントが2
servants.
機だ。
That's twice the amount as last time.
石室の私ならともかく、この姿の私ではそれなりの苦戦が予想される。もう聞くまでもないか。
Yeah, no need to ask at all. I'm her prisoner, not her friend. She's leeching off my mana by force, thanks to her special little contract. I may not be able to escape, but I can still say this. I would never willingly support Altera in battle. All I can do right now is keep gathering information and wait for my chance.
きっかけさえあればいつでも逃げ出してみせるという顔だな。
Of course I am. I'll never give up.
それでも構わん。
Just like how I'm never going to give up on trying to
ただ
get you to
私の
join
傍ら
us.
にあればいい。どうせ離れることはできないのだから。レガリアは私のものだ。そしてお前も私のものだ。話はしないし、いかなる英霊であろうと渡す気もない。ただ気をつけろよ。お前の行動いかんではお前は戦場
You
で死
still
ぬ。
die. People
トッ
die
プ
when
サー
they're
バントとの
killed.
戦いとはそういうものだ。
No, she doesn't realize she's talking to a master of cope. Hmm? Did she just worry about me? For a minute there, she almost sounded like Titan Altera. What exactly is she thinking? She keeps me in a cage, but at the same time, she's someone I can talk to. If I ask her a question, she answers. And she worries about me too. And something else is bothering me, something Elizabeth said. It's what she does for fun.
そうだ。あの女の発言に間違いはない。私はただの破壊の化身、殺戮の機械だ。他には何も
Stop
ない。
lying to yourself. You are more than just destruction. You are also a nice lady.
そしてお前が私とは違う考えを抱いているのも知っている。それを改めさせる気もない。
Then isn't it odd that she seems so worried about me? I understand she needs me for mana, but she has the regalia now, so I think she'd be able to work around that without me.
思い上がるな。お前は私のマスターに過ぎない。私をどう嫌悪したところで私の指に収まるしかない囚人だ。
And into the ring we
弁護をすると
go.
は言わない。コードキャストなど私には不要だからな。黙って私の戦いを見ていろ。
Shut up and do nothing? I can do that.
この夢はいつ覚めるのか。ムーンセルより選ばれ
Oh,
たルーラ
there's
ーと
just
して
one area this
私は使命
time.
を果たします。
Just directly straight into a death match with Jan.
それ以上踏み込めば私は容赦はしない。名高き征服王を制したと聞き及びましたが、ここまでの力を持っているとはさすがと言うべき
They
でしょう
did
か。
say two. I don't know where the second servant is.
優勢の先兵、人の営み、その全てを奪わんとする者。
I also want to point this out. Like, I know Saber Face is a thing, and it's sort of Takeuchi's thing to draw them all the same. But Wada is also very good at making Jan, Nero, and Artoria still all look like relatively different faces. And I appreciate that.
なるほど。次なるトップサーバントはお前というわけか。旧国の聖女、ジャンヌ・ダルク。故国ならざるセラフォー
Wada
も救
does
わんと
build
する
them
か。
different.
無駄なことだ。やめておけ。
Following the King of Conquerors, here comes the Holy Maiden of the Nation of Salvation. Her true name is Jeanne d'Arc, a world-famous hero from France's 100 Years' War. Even if I'm stored away in the ring, I can feel her hidden power from here. The King of Conquerors' intensity is like an onrushing tank. The Holy Maiden is like a flow of cool, clear water. Beautiful, but also intense. After all, enough water can bring down a mountain. Wada does do it very well.
救ったのだろう。だが、所詮はその程度だ。私は文明を破壊する天の使い。たとえ貴様が津波になろうと。
Just fire Takeuchi and have Wada redo all the sprites. I wouldn't complain. I was also talking about this with my sibling, but it's like Takeuchi is a good artist. The thing is, it just sort of seems like he plateaued. Like he hit a certain point and it's all been the same, where Wada, you can very much see like she has continually gone and improved and progressed over the years.
私に下れと。ムーンセルから伝達された情報とはいささかイメ
Yeah,
ージが違
Wada's
います
power
ね。
only increases. Takeuchi just found what he likes and he's like, I'm sticking with what I like. If it ain't broke, I'm not fixing it.
ですが、それは無駄な降伏勧告です。月の王権たるレガリアを有してはいませんが、私にはこのクラスがある。本来であれば、聖杯戦争を管轄、裁定するためにこそエクストラクラスを与えられた身ですが、今はこの力を戦いのために使いましょう。
She's gonna use the extra class for fighting.
そうか。
She's not fighting properly as a ruler. We all know now that when you're a ruler, you have to fight with your fists.
甘い考えだが、戦場でその
Or maybe that's just only summer rulers have to fight with their fists. We have Summer Martha and Summer Melu now who just throw hands. Yeah, Himiko also uses her fists. Yeah, if you want to be a proper ruler servant, you gotta throw hands.
どうでしょう。あなたは本当に世界のすべてを破壊で
Yes,
きますか。
Santa Quet's also.
無論だ。であるからこそ、ムーンセルはお前たちを使わしたのだからな。
The true ruler is Moriarty. It's true. Only a true ruler can beat people up with a ruler.
その文明、抵抗は無意味です。おとなしく下りなさい。苦しいねえだ。そこだ。
Yeah, no one else bashes your head in with a ruler.
では、ここからは本気を出しましょう。砕け出せ。そこだ。主よ、我が旗に力を。
Or I guess also if you use your fist, you could also technically be classified as a saber thanks to Santa Karna. Apparently if you're a boxer, you're a saber. Storm hits. No more than that. I'm getting chills. Even locked away in this ring, I can feel them. An overpowering existence is coming. Very close. Someone like the King of Conquerors? No, not at all. Not like Janda Arc either. In the blur between that instant and the next, the hellish rain drills straight into the ground all around us. Only one person throws around weapons like that. There he is, Gold Smug Man. Sir, I need you to go back and man your store in Samurai Remnant right now. I need to purchase all of my daily goods at Babylonia.
トップサーバントとのたまっていたな。よもや貴様ら自らが至上の英霊であるとでも、ムーンセルの水郷にも困ったものよな。ならば俺が貴様ら雑種に拝謁の光栄を与えてや
Honor
ろ
of
う。
an audience with Gil.
刮目せよ、絶望せよ。この俺こそが真に至上にして唯
He
一
just showed up
の
to insult Jan. He
英
showed
霊
up
であ
to
る。
insult all of us.
黄金の英霊。
なんだ、雑魚を率いる雑種はすでに戦意喪失か。だがもう一匹は騎乗よな。この俺の姿を目にしてなお果敢にも刃を向けてみせるとはな。どしがたい野郎か。でなければなんだ。時を無駄に消費するな。口を開いても構わんと言っているのだぞ。
Gil is okay with Altera.
俺はすこぶる機嫌が良い。貴様次第ではさらなる宝剣をくれてやる程度にはな。何しろセラフがこの手の揺らぎを起こすのは珍しい。あまりにもキーであったがゆえ、何わざ
Just
わざ
tore through the
境界を切り
boundary
裂いて出向いてやったのだ。
I'm gonna assume space. Just to come check out what's going on. Yeah, he is really just here to watch everything go down. He just needs, you know, a bag of popcorn, and he's good. Yeah, without being summoned, he just willed himself into existence.
そんなことはありえるはずがありません。いかにトップサーバントといえども。
You underestimate how busted Gil is in the extraverse. He is literally super easy mode. I'm at a loss for words. I'm as stunned as she is. That golden heroic spirit's presence is overpowering, and he hasn't even revealed his true name yet. If I still had my memories, I might have known his origin. I tried to see what I can sense, but all I can perceive is his enormous projection of noble phantasms, just like in that rain. Yeah, he essentially got banished to the dark side of the other side of the moon because he's just too overpowered. They're like, we can't have anyone summon him normally, because in the normal Holy Grail, because then they would just sweep the thing.
私は戦う者、殺戮の機械だ。立ちはだかるならば、何であろうと破壊する。
He's throwing things at us.
運命の匂いがする。お前は人間よりも真っ当な命の流れに担いな。黄金の鎧と無限の宝具。これに該当するサーバントは一機のみ。呼ばれもせずに現れたか。英雄王。英雄王。世界最古の英雄。
That do be him, Jan. That do be him.
匂いとは優勢のしもべらしい野蛮さよ。食うことのみに執着する獣のようではないか。だがその言葉、貴様の比類なき肉体に免じて受け取ろう。褐色の戦士よ、星に刻まれた伝承がまことか否か、俺に見せてみるがいい。
So Gil does know about Altera. The king of heroes, Gilgamesh. That's the name of the hero from the oldest epic known to man, the first human to have his deeds passed on in legend. He was a cruel king who reigned in the city of Uruk, collected every treasure and even defied the gods. He also died from being overworked. That poor man. Overworked while everything was going to hell in Babylon. How could this be? Even by top servant standards, he's incomparable. Any wizard in the Holy Grail War would know his name. Hell, I've lost my memories and even I remember him now. It's no good. We can't possibly beat him. And yet, Altera still has her sword raised. Yeah, could kill him with paperwork.
戦士文明の末端、私の足から逃れた末裔風情が大きな口を叩くな。
そうか。やはり破壊しか知らぬのか。
Yep, twice.
良いぞ。俺を飽きさせるな。
その文明を破壊する。私は止められない。
Alright, we beat up Jan and now we have to beat up Gil. He's not doing anything though, he's sort of just standing there. He's just like, give me your best shot. I'm just gonna stand here and take it all. You can't hurt me. And he's sort of right, I'm not doing a whole lot of damage to him. Oh. Gilgamesh strikes without hesitation or mercy. He's no doubt aware that Altera fights for the Umbral Star, but he has no qualms about catching his own soldiers in the crossfire. The amount of artillery he's laying down would be terrifying just to watch, and here we are in the thick of it. In a sense, I'm more frightened of him than I am of Altera. Relentless Destroyer. In those terms, they're both the same. I should have seen it sooner. We can't go big right now, Gil. Come back later. Kill. Most threats are below my standing, but something that can end the world, that's worth looking at. The King of Heroes is right. Altera broke a sweat against the King of Conquerors, and here she's up against a wall. She really can transform into a world-destroying titan. Why doesn't she? Is her ability to transform restricted somehow? If so, it occurs to me that Seraph was built on information. We could theoretically reproduce the White Titan's data and unlock her power that way. Of course, that's a wild guess. Yeah, Gil really was just bored. Decided to come hang out. Even so, she doesn't want to become that. She has the memories of being Attila the Hun.
ただ壊すだけではなく、確かに意義を残したはずの戦いだ。 その過程を汚すことはできない。
ほう。
お前の言う通り、この私はただの英霊もどきに過ぎないのだろう。今の私は英霊アルテラだ。そう呼んだ者がいる以上、私はこの姿のまま破壊の大王として剣を取る。
I mean, we're really the only one who calls her by that name.
セファールと戦いたいのであれば、
So she means us,
この
as long
私
as
の
we're
体と
around.
教授ごと粉砕するがいい。
Ah, and now, for the first time, I understand something about her. Everything she just said was completely sincere. Every word of it was true, and it came from the bottom of her heart. She may be the king of destruction, she may be a killing machine. She was born that way, and I fully expect her to stay that way. But at the same time, just in this one moment, I felt a quiver in her heart. Yeah, and we did tell her we liked the big version of her. Not as Altera, the vanguard of the Umbral Star. Not as Altera, the killer machine. If she can be a heroic spirit, then I...
白き巨人にはならぬと言ったな。ならば無理にでも巨人を叩き起こすまで。
Just once again going, fuck it, I'll do it myself then.
これ
Oh, poison.
なんだ、毒か。
さあ白き巨人に変われ。雑種もどきのままではたちまち死ぬぞ。
私は
It's okay, it shouldn't be as potent as Robin's poison, right? No, not immune to poison. Poison, she said. An offensive program designed to inflict continuous lasting damage. But if that's the case, we have an option. Certain code casts can cure poison, regardless of the nature of the target. This particular poison, having come from a noble phantasm, might be harder to cure, but I can at least suppress it. Altera, I tell her, I'm gonna use a code cast. Hang on.
私に助けを。いいだろう、我が虜。治療を任せる。
We do not let Altera die. We toxify Altera with a code cast. Detox.
これなら戦える。その文明を破壊する。私を神の道と呼んだな。
Alright, now we just beat up Gil. Where is he? Ow. Oh, he's doing things now. He's no longer just standing there and letting me beat him up. He hit me once. I'm gonna walk over here, grab that. Alright, it was a full charge thing of sake too. How close is this gonna get him down HP wise? Alright, he has a little bit left. Gil approves.
見ての通りだが、何？俺が話をつける相手は巨神の方だったのだがな。あれにならないというのであれば、貴様に用を押し付けるしかあるまい。優勢の先兵、いや、英霊アルテラよ。貴様はまどろみの中で全てを忘れたようだがな。
Gil has a grudge to solve.
かつての地上の話であり、俺が誕生する前の契約であり、その相手は貴様ではなく貴様の方にだが。
お前は私と契約だと。
何？ 身内の
No,
恥と
no,
いう
never
やつ
mind. It wasn't Gil. It was his
ゴーハラ
dad.
だ俺の父に当たる者どもは
Gil's
貴様
dad
に
made
一
a
度見回さ
promise.
れていてなその折に貴様は神々に誓わせたのだこの借りは決して消えぬ代償をもって返却せよとなまったく俺には関係のない負債だがこれを踏み倒したとあってはウルクの名に傷がつこうよって神々に代わって俺が貴様と契約しよう一度きりだが貴様を助力して
Gil's like, alright, my dad made a promise. I'm gonna fulfill it. That's the only reason I'm helping you. Totally. No other reasons at all. Definitely not because Hakuno really reminds him of Enkidu.
私の軍に加わる
Yeah, like Ishtar hasn't embarrassed them enough. For real.
方針は理解したと言ったのだそれを笑うことはあれ阻むことはないだけよ
It seems there's no more animosity between them. Good. The relief floods through me. I can almost feel my consciousness collapse from all the tension and fatigue, all melting away now. Now that I've heard him out, it seems he came to test us rather than kill us. Though, he no doubt would have killed us if we hadn't fought so hard.
ほう指輪の中にマスターを収めているか
It do be
哀れな
me.
る領収よ貴様の言葉も間違いではない何しろ伝え聞いた巨人の姿ではなかったのだ俺も慎重に様子見をせざるを得なかったしかし
Hmm? You gave me a look just now. Or did I imagine it?
ほうそういうんか面白い
Now Gil's really like, aw, this is gonna be interesting. I need popcorn.
喜べアルテラ俺はこれより貴様の副官となることを決めたぞ
Why? The ancient king of heroes playing second fiddle? To Altera? Who's working for the Umbral star, which wants to destroy the world? Doesn't that mean the world's finished? And wait a second. Didn't he say he wasn't going to join earlier? Once again, he realized it was Hakuno. And then we're like, alright, I'll help you out now. Hakuno is trying really hard to understand. But I don't think it's possible to understand Gil's way of thinking.
ただし心せよ俺が進んで貴様らの企みに助力することはないたとえ貴様が命を失おうともな
So in other words,
こう思っておけ最上にして最強の武器を得たと
最上の武器
the greatest weapon, a smug golden man. I see. Then maybe the world isn't going to end tomorrow. That's what he means by being Altera's second in command. Although, I am afraid that the end did just get a lot closer.
驚天動地の展開にしてやったというのにこれでも笑わぬかほとほとつまらんやつよなアルテラ
待って英雄
He's gonna go relax and find some popcorn to continue watching.
俺は貴様の軍の副官となったが命令は受け付ける大体俺が口出しをしては意味があるまい英霊として立つのならその立ち方は自分で見つけるがいい俺はそれまでヤジを飛ばすだけの男よ
Our most dedicated heckler, Gilgamesh. And just like that, he's gone. Is he a stubborn tyrant, or is he just free-spirited?
終わったか
Altera quietly breathes out a sigh. I can feel her touching the ring ever so slightly. He did admit he's just there to heckle. Aside from the difference of scale, it feels just the same as being held by Titan Altera.
ういった意図なのですか、英雄を。
Now Jan's like, what the fuck are you doing, Gil?
まさかあなたのようなサーバントが世界の破壊者たる優勢の軍門に下るなどと。
なんだ、生きていたのか聖女とやら。ならばすでに俺の述べた言葉を耳にしていよう。それ以上でも以下でもない。俺
He
は
has
決
said
して
it, and so it
言葉を
is.
たがえることはない。貴様こそなんだ、ムーンセルに呼び出されたようだが、サーバントとは契約者に仕える者、英霊とはムーンセルを守る者ではない。最終的に人間の未来に重きを置くものだ。あの征服王がそうであったようにな。奴め、最後まで自分の理由で戦いおって。まあいい。旗持ちの聖女よ。果たして貴様が重きを置くのはどちらかな？
God. Jan believes God is most important. I sure hope that I would get EX rank considering there was only one sector. Cohort's Howry. Cohort's Lightning Emblem Shield. Viper Mantle. Awakening Ring. Her thing is dying for God. It sorta is. God number 1, France number 2.
そのだな、今回は思わぬ予想外の結果だった。つまり礼を言う。
You're welcome, Altera. I'd do it again.
かりそめの英霊である私には英雄王はあまりある相手だった。だが勝利を果たした。破壊せずあそこまで持ち込めたのはお前の力だ。サーバントとしての魔力供給を受けるだけの私のみでは到底かなわなか
She's
った。
admitting she got carried by Hakuno.
お前の助力、私は嬉しく思う。
No matter what our contract looks like, I am her master, so of course I'll support her. Regardless of everything up until now, I'll spare no effort in assisting her with my code cast from now on. She doesn't have to thank me. After all, our contract binds us together.
調子に乗るな。お前が我がマスターであることには何一つ変わりはないのだからな。
Yeah, if that's what you want to call being married, Altera, you can do that. Just you know deep down what it truly is.
そうだ。これまでもこれからも。
Regardless, I feel like something has changed. Am I imagining it? Feels like we're both taking a step together. I know Altera is still an enemy, out to destroy the world. I'm still afraid of her, still cautious of her. But even so, something happened between the two of us today.
なんだその顔は。納得がいかないが、分かったらもうあちらへ戻れ。魔力の回復は
Back to the
前回
cave.
と変わらず重要な役目だ。
Yeah, Yuri moments happened between them. Oh? What's this? I feel like I've walked in on something awkward. She's hiding her face, like an ostrich hides its head. What is she doing? I don't remember saying anything to the other Altera that would have upset her like this. At least, not that I'm aware of. If I did say something, I wish she would tell me. Huh? Did she just whimper? Is she afraid of something? No, afraid isn't the right word. Alright, well, standing and watching this isn't going to help. Titan Altera, why are you...
はい。おかえりなさい。
Tadaima. Am I supposed to ride her hand up to the cage again? I could, but... Did I really catch her that much off guard just now? She was so relaxed and elegant before. What happened? Your Altera's never been like this either. This is... I refuse.
そんなどうしてですか？あなたは私のマスターですよね。
Yes, I am. And her prisoner. But some things are no longer necessary. Some things need to end.
やめる。
Yeah, no more shoving me in that cage.
本気で言っているのですか？だってさっきあなたは
No more box. Stop putting Hakuno in
言っ
box.
てくださって。
So she does know about our exchange in front of the throne, which means she should already understand. There's no need for the cage. I won't run away. Even if we're not exactly a traditional master and servant here, that doesn't matter. I made up my mind when I used the code cast, because I am your master. She acknowledges herself as the great king of destruction, but she wants to be a person too. I don't know a lot about the Umbral Star, but I think I know Altera enough to trust in who she is now. I don't want to leave until I know who she will be.
私のことを信頼してくれるのですか？
I do trust the Altera.
あなたは虜なのに、私はあなたを捕らえました。脅しもしました。痛い思いもさせました。父である戦場へも強制的に赴かせて。
You did do all of those things, yes.
指輪を。
But you're cute, so you're forgiven.
なのに、あなたは言うのですね。この私のマスターであると。はい。なら私もあなたの決意に応えなくてはいけませんね。約束させてください。もうあなたを
No
檻に
more
は入れま
cage.
せん。
We free from cage.
檻は
Her cuteness is more important than her crimes. You are right.
あなたには別のふさわしいものを用意しますから。
How strange. I don't feel any hostility anymore. My first impression of her comes back to me. How beautiful she looked. Her red eyes, the face of a benevolent goddess. My fear of her hasn't gone away, but there's something else in me now. Something to counter that fear. It's the conviction that Altera is someone worth fighting alongside, even to the death.
でも檻を壊すのは明日からです。だってそのやるべきことがあるんです。そこは従ってください。
One more night in the cage.
よろしいです
The
ね。
final night.
ありがとうございます。私のマスター。今夜まではどうか檻の中にいてください。それから今日は本当にお疲れ様でした。いっぱい食べて。
Is she feeding us a whole turkey again? We finally have the My Room. New content added to gallery. Mystic code added in craft. Alright, and with that, I think we will call it there for today. Oh, I was so long to get to the just to the My Room. I was hoping we were gonna get there. I wasn't sure if it was gonna last that longer, if it was gonna continue going before we got it, but it's a good place to stop. Let's see. We will continue Extella on Sunday again, and then Tuesday morning at fuck o'clock in the morning is going to be NP5ing Summer Melu. At least I'm 90% sure it's Tuesday morning. Do I have when the second banner drops? Summer Banner 3, August 15th at 2 a.m. my time, which is, yes, Tuesday at 2 a.m. is gonna be wailing for NP5 Summer Melu, because I have to do my good old tradition of NP5ing a summer servant. Can I ping on Chronocord when I go for summons? Yeah, I will do that. I will ping for that, cause yeah, I do like to let people know when I'm going to whale for something like that, cause it's always one of the more interesting things, seeing people slowly fall into despair over money being spent. I should probably start preemptively loading quartz on my account too, so I don't get called by my bank in the middle of whaling like has happened before, and have them tell me, "You've been spending a lot of money, is this really you?" And then me having to go, yeah, it is me. I'm making poor financial decisions. Praying for me, thank you. I will probably need it. But yeah, that is it for today. I'm gonna go grab some lunch because I'm hungry. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!